Warning: the content on this channel is for those that are looking for the truth dealing with the metaphysical. Come here with logic and sound reasoning in order to be able to retain the information that comes off these videos. Okay, let's begin.
I got a black ski mask, but I don't ski, but I snowboard, dash an MC off peak. If one of you try violate me, you get a punch in the face with my front door key. Punch in the neck with my back door key. Box in the mouth with my X6 key. Box in the eye with a fob I used to log into my HSBC. Talk about banks, kill him with peas, run up in your gal's house with 2 of my G's. Get the money out, put the money in his mouth, then suffocate man with about 2 G's. Suffocate man with about 4 G's. Suffocate man, then I might just breathe. I'll bury man 2 foot shallow, ain't got time to dig 6 feet deep. These MCs and rappers wanna chat about their syllables and their multis and their similes and all that shit. Then I come through with my ABC. Girls and man are like Jamie's deep. Better pictures when they see me on street. Old school rude boy like Crazy T. All you man don't want it with me. I'm a bad rude boy MC. Say my name, J-M-E. Nostradamus couldn't see me. Expelliarmus couldn't stop me. How could a man with a uni degree be bossing up mic and chatting his grief? Cause the music originated and will always remain in the streets. What about? Man don't care about all that. It's blotting out. Man don't care about all that. Who's not allowed? Man don't care about all that. Knock him out. Man don't care about all that.
What about? Man don't care about all that. Just drop him out. Man don't care about all that. I just crop him out. Man don't care about all that. He's forgotten about. Cause man don't care about all that. Cause I'm the most immediate. He's just an old school idiot. We doing local things, but we be them local geezers. Just look at my list of friends as he holds them up with tweezers. Yeah, man used to move that white, yeah, we be them old school dealers. She's lighting up some senses, he's lighting up amnesias. I'm about to get it started, I'm about to get amnesia. Man might have to move up film, I might have to touch Louise's. Cause at the top it's just us, yeah, man, I had to quote Lil Reese's. Like Batman, done it hardest. Just let me confirm it, loafers. Just have to be Hermers, burners. When bapping hit burners, furnace. I'm back at big burners, that's my spot, I'm back with that permit. Pull that pistol back and then burn it. Friday shit, I'm back and big worm it. Excuse me, what pardon? I had to just ask him. I am man, the man could just stalk him. Man's like, ooh, I'm back with that margin. Adam and Eve, I'm back in that garden. Where the blood clot, I'm back to Dun Gargan. Started off light, I think, and then darken. Hollow man G and me, and I'm talking. Killing with D, killing MC. Digestives, cinnamon tea. Ain't no feeling his shoes, cause they still on his feet. Man's down south hustling, with no gold grill in his teeth.
What about? Man don't care about all that. It's blotting out. Man don't care about all that. Who's not allowed? Man don't care about all that. Knock him out. Man don't care about all that.
What about? Man don't care about all that. Just drop him out. Man don't care about all that. I just crop him out. Man don't care about all that. He's forgotten about. Cause man don't care about all that. It started, I'm about to get amnesia. Man might have to move up film, I might have to touch Louise's. Cause at the top it's just us, yeah, man, I had to quote Lil Reese's. Like Batman, done it hardest. Just let me confirm it, loafers. Just have to be Hermers, burners. When bapping hit burners, furnace. I'm back at big burners, that's my spot, I'm back with that permit. Pull that pistol back and then burn it. Friday shit, I'm back and big worm it. Excuse me, what pardon? I had to just ask him. I am man, the man could just stalk him. Man's like, ooh, I'm back with that margin. Adam and Eve, I'm back in that garden. Where the blood clot, I'm back to Dun Gargan. Started off light, I think, and then darken. Hollow man G and me, and I'm talking. Killing with D, killing MC. Digestives, cinnamon tea. Ain't no feeling his shoes, cause they still on his feet. Man's down south hustling, with no gold grill in his teeth.
What about? Man don't care about all that. It's blotting out. Man don't care about all that. Who's not allowed? Man don't care about all that. Knock him out. Man don't care about all that.
What about? Man don't care about all that. Just drop him out. Man don't care about all that. I just crop him out. Man don't care about all that. He's forgotten about. Cause man don't care about all that.
Yeah. 3-6 Mafia. Whoa, hey, yeah. Whoa, say what? Whoa, 3-6 Mafia. It's going down. Y'all know what time it is. We ain't playing with you. In the club, in the street. Shut up! Y'all know what time it is. I walk through this land like a runner's but can you imagine the pain that I bring if I say it? I'ma do it in the streets of this thing. It's a K-I-N-G-N Hill, wildest man in the world, and I have no fear. I'm the mean and the mean, the nightmare dreams, the root of all evil. Weak fear me, yeah. Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wig split. Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wig split. Beat 'em up, break his neck, beat 'em up, break his neck, beat 'em up, break his neck, beat 'em up, break his neck. I'm a crazy and I'm coming through the door, quick to whoop you up and knock your ass to the floor. Think I'm playing with you, but this fist gon' hit ya. Always in the hood, #1 with split. Never try to stop, cause you know you can't compete. Live by your rubber, get thrown in the street. It's more about the act up, you better cover back, or I'll be the next fool.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Serious Inner Temple. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing alright. We have much to discuss. Now, I told you guys I'd be back with a video this week, and you're going to start seeing a lot more of that in the very near future. You will see a lot more uploads, different types of videos concerning many different topics. But today, we're going to be discussing current events. Before we start talking into everything else, talking about all these different subjects and stuff like this, I think that it's important that we cover the current events going on right now in the world that we live in. Obviously, we understand that there's a lot going on, and I feel that if we don't discuss what's going on currently, there might be a little bit of confusion for those that are brand new coming in. And I always have new subscribers coming in, new people watching this stuff, this content, and they want to understand what exactly is taking place and what's going on. And I'm here with you guys here today to discuss these matters. Okay, so it's a beautiful day outside. I'm at the park and stuff like this, and taking some fresh air. As you can see, there's a lot of wind, stuff like that. You see the trees and stuff moving, stuff like that. Yeah, you know, there is many situations going on right now, and I'm here to give you guys a warning as well on this particular video. You guys need to understand that right now things are starting to reach their climax. It's starting to reach its climactic point. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that, remember years ago when I started making these videos and I started telling you guys about the pole shift and the fact that it was going to happen, and when that happened, you would start seeing all kinds of strange things going on, things that people can't even really explain for real. Well, we're now definitely reaching that point. How do we know this? I'm going to tell you. Because of the gas giant that you call Jupiter. Now, the gas giant, which is the spiritual giant, is now here. What can we expect out of this? I'm telling you right now, okay? Prepare to have your whole world flipped upside down. Very soon, you're going to start seeing trees, yes, trees and things like this starting to communicate with you on a higher level now. Some of them are even going to start walking around. Yo, listen, man, this is not a game over here. You were warned that this world was going to change for the better. And it is our people, the carbon-based people, the elemental people walking on the face of the earth. We're designing, as you can see, we're doing all the constructing. I'm already doing it myself. Yes, for those that don't know. And I'm coming up with all kinds of ideas, and I'm coming up with places that I'm going to install these things in the ground. I'm still coming up with ideas right now. And I'll show you guys some of the things that I came up with in the community section soon enough. I'm posting this on Rumble and on YouTube, as you well know. I made that video a little while back, about 2 weeks ago. Now that Jupiter is now here, it's sending this extremely high spiritual energy here, and of of course, the crystals, the stones, the elemental people, their energies are skyrocketing. And see, when this happens, the planet is absorbing the spiritual energy, and the planet, she's getting stronger. So what happens is, because she's reaching this point to where she's going to evolve through evolution, she will increase in size and in mass. And everything that she produces will also evolve. The vegetation, the fruit, the plant life. I talked to you guys about this. Now, when this happens, we're already starting to see proof of this, like Mr. MBB333. You're already starting to see proof of this that is increasing. By increase, I mean like the information that's in the codes of the plants, the plant life is starting to change over. It's because nature is doing that. She's the only one that has the right to really be able to change the molecular structure of a plant or an herb or something like that, or a tree or something that grows in nature. And because we are nature as well, we have the right to do that as well, because we are nature. We've been denied much. We've been mistreated, as you can see in the world that, you know, our people are constantly being put in a really bad situation, and our own are fighting with each other when they shouldn't be. You had many different situations dealing with COINTELPRO, where they're using some of our people, even clones. You guys saw that situation when I told you guys about that young man, Rashad Jamal. And you saw that situation. Well, you see what happened to him, right? Seema told you what happened to him. And I was trying to warn you guys. I was trying to explain to you that something wasn't right. Got a squirrel next to me. I was trying to explain to you guys that something wasn't right with that young man. When I tell you something, it's for your best benefit, and you should listen. Because I wouldn't come up here and lie to you guys and keep pushing you in the wrong direction. I warned you about him. Even Seema tried to warn you about him. That young man wasn't right in the head, and as you can see, he wasn't even who the hell y'all thought he was. Expect COINTELPRO to keep doing that. Expect the government to keep getting other people that are not right to show up and give you guys disinformation. Expect that. Why? Because they need to make sure you guys go in the wrong direction. Dude had harmonic frequencies and all kinds of frequencies in his music to try to pull you guys in the wrong direction. Why do you think I'm here? Why do you think there's others trying to do this work that I'm doing? There's other people teaching right now, and they don't even know what the hell they're teaching. I've been doing this for years. I actually know what I teach, and if I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to say anything. Do you understand? There's other people that want to teach, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I say make sure you know what you're talking about. Because if I run into the information and I know the truth, I'm going to say something. Because this information is not something that I can respect. Okay? All right? It's wrong, and you're misleading others. I said this before. Now, you don't see no new content from that young man no more. You know what happened to him. I don't even have to say nothing. I do this work because I know the truth. And I need you guys to know the truth as well. I'm not perfect by any means. This work is not about my ego. Alright? There are others that know more than me about these topics because they've been at this longer and they dived in deep. And they have seniority, so I respect that. Because of the fact that when you understand that somebody has actual knowledge and they've been doing something for an extremely long amount of time, when you have knowledge yourself, you can tell, you know, and there's different ways to figure that out. Now, I had to say that because people don't know the truth. You know, I've spoken to different people and they've given me information where I've had to literally teach them over the phone. How sad is that? Because they're getting false information out here. And the false information is to make sure you don't wake up also. That's what it's for. Our people are very different. And when our people wake up, it's dangerous and hazardous to the system because you literally become a virus to the system that is killing you. So, what else is there to expect? Now, you see that in the whole situation of these people talking about that war is going on in Russia, Ukraine, all these different situations, let me tell you what's going to happen very soon. What you're going to see is that you're going to start seeing that these spacecrafts are becoming more and more apparent now. You're going to start seeing that they're going to become more invisible. You're going to start seeing a different type of alignment. You're going to start seeing things like Nibiru. Remember when we talked about Nibiru? You're going to start seeing these other planetoids that are literally, you're going to start seeing that the chemtrails are going to start to dissipate no matter how much they put it up in the air. See, it's getting cold now, but then you're starting to notice it's starting to get kind of hot, right? The heat is going to take over. And they're not going to be able to keep making it cold because it's artificial and nature always wins. And this is what the artificial people don't understand. Nature always wins. You can't defeat nature. Nature is literally everything. Nature is the darkness that surrounds the entire universe. You can't beat nature. You can't. There's no way to do it. In the end, nature will win no matter how much you try to hold it back. Now, when you have a situation like what's taking place right now with Jupiter, because of this, these planetoids are going to come in and people are going to stop working. They're literally going to be outside just staring into space. When this happens, your entire infrastructure will fall. Right now, Europe and other places are reporting massive food shortages. I hope you guys looked at the videos concerning food shortages and things that you should get. I might even do another video concerning that and put more things on the list. Just for the sake of doing it, because I know that people out here, something is not really well connected in the mind and they're like thinking all kind of stuff in their head. Granted, nobody's perfect, but you know, not everybody thinks the same way. Oh yeah, shout out to Musha, the scribe. Shout out to that brother. It's a good brother right there. Shout out to RemDH. I get where he's coming from. I truly get where RemDH is coming from. RemDH, he's, like I told you guys, that's why I was telling you guys to go to that brother, because he knows what he's talking about. See? Notice. Every time I tell you guys something, notice something. Every time I tell you guys something, I'm not telling it to you to tell it to you. I'm telling you because I know something. When I referred you guys to him, look at what happened. You have to understand, the plant life is going to start getting up and moving on its own, and it's going to start attacking these people. You're literally going to see this in broad daylight. Like, also, you're going to start noticing that the animal life, I told you this, they're going to start literally changing. And see, the thing is, the earthquakes, let me tell you the earthquakes. The earthquakes are going to get to a point now, because you're starting to reach, see, it's starting to reach like over 8. It's starting to reach, it's going to eventually get to 10, and it's going to 10.0 or whatever, and then it's going to keep going above that, and the ground is going to start opening up everywhere. You're going to have massive sinkholes everywhere, literally everywhere, like literally everywhere. And then see, the same thing that the sun did in Europe when it was killing all of these sulfuric beings, these artificial life forms. The sun is literally going to start doing that everywhere. It's going to get to a point to where, see how they're monitoring the sun? They're monitoring it because it's an enemy to them. And it's going to get to the point to where the sun is literally going to start affecting every single one of us that's out here. It's going to start affecting us on a positive level, and it's going to start poisoning them. And there's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing they can do about it. All the protection that they got is going to get fried down here. because there is going to be an energy that's going to come from the sun. It's going to fly the vast majority of the technology that's down here. And then the EMP that the Anunnakis put inside inner Earth is going to take over the whole of the planet, and it's going to shut down a lot of the remaining technology that they have working around here. Which means everything you've ever known, everything you hold dear to these artificial people, it's gonna everything they hold dear is gonna get destroyed, and they're gonna start catching on fire everywhere around you. They're gonna start bleeding out of their eyes, bleeding out of their mouth, coughing up blood, shitting out blood when they're using the bathroom. They're gonna be having all kind of illnesses, and very soon you're gonna see that a lot of these buildings are gonna start coming down. I'm just letting you know straight up. Also, a lot of these dragons that you're seeing flying around and stuff like this, like in China and different places, Indonesia and all these other places, they're going to start actually being able to come in here. The entire world is going to change very soon. It's already happening right now, the evolution process. Eventually, we will be released. I will be released out of the physicality, just the physical shell that we're in right now. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this, and I told you guys that this was going to happen no matter what, because it was already predestined. It has to happen. You know, a lot of people are reporting to me and talking to me, even these inorganic beings, these people. You call them orcs, you call them Saxons, you call them whatever you want to call them. I've had even some of them tell me that they're afraid. It's because they're paying attention and they know the truth. And the ones that are ignorant and don't know the truth, and even some of our people that are ignorant and don't know the truth, well, they're going to be very, very surprised in a hot second. Because these earthquakes are not going to stop. And they're going to increase to a level that you've never seen before. And when the earthquakes finally get to the point to where the ground is literally being shattered open like glass at this point, guess what? Pole shift, baby. Yeah. You heard what I said. Pole shift. When this happens, you won't even be able to sit down nowhere. You won't even be able to stand up right. You're going to literally feel everything shaking around you. You're going to literally start seeing stores being just obliterated. Gas stations just blowing up. All kinds of stuff going on. Alright. You have governments resigning right now. And see, you will notice that when we were talking about what's going on in the rest of the world, as you can see, the sun is getting to the point to where it's cooking these artificial people alive. They're literally hiding out in caves right now. I'll put some links in the bottom below if you got Facebook or whatever the case may be. I'll put it in the links below or whatever. Maybe you guys can check that out. For those that haven't seen that, the sun is cooking them alive. You gotta ask yourself, people, why is this not being talked about?
Why is no one talking about what's going on in China? They shut off the power in China, and it's so hot people are staying in caves and sleeping on top of rivers. Using umbrellas to cover from the sun.
Even the tree is smoking.
People are still falling out due to heat strokes. They are not used to those temperatures.
All these people dying. understand, these deaths are going to keep on occurring because you're sulfuric and you have silicone-based bodies and you can't survive this kind of heat and radiation. The frequencies are too powerful. Yeah, yes, because this is exactly what's going to keep happening. It's going to spread everywhere. Because it has to happen. This virus has to dissipate. It has to go, whether it wants to or not. And recognize the fact that they're getting real crazy right now, these people. They're getting real crazy right now. They're getting real crazy with our people right now. Because a lot of them know what's going on. And you got these people trying to say that they're sorry and all that, and they're trying to put out our ancient information saying, oh, it was them, it was them. It's too late for that. It's too late for that. You guys had y'all chance to do right and never did. And the ones that are trying to do right, your people, because you're connected to that bloodline, they won't survive. And you won't survive because you're connected to them. Karma is real, and now you're starting to see what happened in Europe. All of those different situations is going to spread to my location and in others. Now, some people might ask, why? Why is that? Because, remember, the sun is intelligent, and that intelligence is communicating with other planetoids like our planet. And the planet is letting it know that we have a problem down here. And why? Because our people are communicating with the sun also. Okay? We're not sun people for no reason. We have a direct corresponding relationship, a parallel relationship with the sun, the earth, and the moon, and stuff like this. It's gonna start getting so damn hot that you guys are not even gonna be able to understand unless you're one of us. You're not gonna be able to survive that kind of heat. And that kind of heat is gonna affect our bodies. We're gonna start smoking, like our bodies, and then the body's gonna start, a lot of that, what you call extraterrestrial DNA is within us, is gonna start activating because of the radiation levels. There's a lot of people dying all over the world right now because of the environment. You're going to start seeing bodies piling up right in your neighborhood, people. For those of you that are not on a plant-based diet, man, I'm telling you, you might want to go on that right now. Okay? This is just a fact of the matter. These people are afraid because now the war that's going on in Russia, that situation is going to spread over to where we're at. They cannot contain what's going on over there. That's why Joe Biden and all these other individuals are sending out so much money over there. Because they're trying to contain that situation, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Furthermore, you will notice that there's a lot of lightning strikes going on. These lightning strikes are destroying certain things. You're seeing a lot of these floods. You're seeing a lot of these floods going all over the place and all these landslides. Expect more of that. I warned you guys about your currency, the dollar bill and all this other stuff. You see all these different places, they're trying to change up their currency to digital, right? Because it's the closest thing to electricity. It's the closest thing to an electrical current that they have. And it's not going to work out for them. Very soon, you're going to go to your local store and you're going to use your dollar and it's not going to work. You won't even be able to purchase anything. The inflation is going to skyrocket this fall and further up. It's not going to stop. There is no, oh, we're going back to normal. That's not what's going to happen. That's not what's going to happen. That's not what's going to take place. I'm just letting you know right now. See? What did I tell you guys years ago? That these people, their karma is stacking up. That's what I told you guys years ago, remember? I told you this years ago. Look now. You think I'm coming up here just talking nonsense and talking all crazy and stuff like that? I don't know what I'm talking about. Then you are a fool. Because the evidence speaks to the contrary. I told you already. This stuff is supposed to take place because it's been predestined. The ancients already saw it. Now I'm telling you. Now, what more to expect? Well, guess what? You've seen now that the Queen Elizabeth, is dead. And to have karma take place now. And there's going to be a lot of death. Eventually, you now, see, you're also going to start hearing about that in certain places on the planet, you have these land masses that are coming out of the ocean waters, and they're noticing it everywhere, and they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it because they know that those land masses are going to be controlled by the originals, and they know that they're not supposed to be on those land masses. Those land masses have a high amount of energy coming out, and a lot of these people, when they step in on it, they're dying. You're going to ask why. It's because of the level of radiation that's coming off of those pieces of land. They're not supposed to be trying to get on that territory. They're not supposed to be trying to do that. Now, you're going to have something else called a planetary breach. Now, this is what happens when someone creates a portal down here, and then you have these other beings that are related to them coming in, but they're in their immortal form. So when that happens, you're going to have a lot of situations to where people are seeing this stuff and the news don't want to cover it. And people are going to be seeing this stuff and filming this stuff. You're going to literally be seeing beings flying around and doing all kinds of things and attacking certain people and stuff like this. And see, once those get in here, they have these beings are so like far into the intellectual realm that they can create a portal like this, and they're going to create something that's even bigger, and then even more of them are going to start coming in. Say goodbye to this world that you know. Say goodbye, because this is not going to last. This is not going to last. Your monetary system is going out the damn. It's going out the damn window, man. It's going out the door. So now you understand. They telling you guys that everything is all right out here, and a lot of you people still watching this goddamn TV and don't even know what the hell's going on. I'm just giving you guys a fair warning. If you haven't prepared, you better do it now, because you have farmers right now, actual farmers reporting that fall time now coming, all the way leading up to so-called winter, you're gonna see a massive food shortage and slowdown, and you're gonna see that so many shelves are gonna be empty. People are already going hungry right now in certain places. You see what's going on in Sri Lanka right now. Those people going crazy over there. No government, no president, no chief of staff, no type of structure, no type of order. And people trying to eat each other at this point.
Here is a particular farmer, who's trying to tell everyone what's going on before the fall starts. Check this video out, guys. Check this video out.
I understand people being concerned about gas prices, but what you really need to be concerned about is what your food pricing is about to jump to, okay? Calves and babies are just now being born. Keep that in mind. So the cost to raise them hasn't hit yet. This bale of hay last year was $4. Bag of grain last year was $6. This trunk full in here last year would have cost me $14. Today, $20 for a bale of hay, $18 for a bag of grain. I got 2 bales in here. It's $58 worth of food. Lasts just my goats and my horses 2 days. That's it. Wait until the prices catch up with your slaughter market when we start rendering animals in the fall. Prepare for $17 a pound chicken, $25 a pound bacon, $30, $40 a pound beef. It is coming. It's not a joke. Please be cautious. Please prepare.
the pandemic didn't tell you anything, they didn't teach you anything, and you were crazy. Because when we went in them stores and the shelves were empty, that was the beginning to let us know that junk was getting real. And it's been many signs before that was telling us to get our stuff together, because stuff ain't gonna be the same no more out here in these streets, man. For all my people who don't eat meat, my vegans and all that, this ain't none of your concern. Even lettuce, hell, if you're eating to live, right? If you're eating to live, even just eating lettuce, vegetables, and getting fruit, that stuff ain't even cheap. You feel me? So when you talk about meat, and the meat ain't even real anyway. I don't care if it come from Whole Food Market and whatever. A lot of the stuff that we eat, especially the meat, you know, I like my meat too. I love my steaks and my chicken and stuff like that, but bruh, they jacking up these prices, and if you're not in a position right now where you're not stocking up and you're not preparing for the worst, it's long overdue at this point, because nobody should even be explaining to you in this day and age about what you should be doing when we got some chicken shortages and everything, all kind of shortages going.
See? All kind of shortages going on. See that? But a lot of you guys think that people are playing around with you guys. Man, you guys don't have a clue what the hell is coming. Better prepare. Better stop playing games. She told you, and she's a farmer. He's telling you. I don't know why some people just can't listen. Prepare. It's not a joke. It's not a game. This shit is real. All these different situations. All of them water shortages. All of them different water shortages. All these rivers drying up. You see what's going on in China? They're forced to shut down their power grid, the electrical side of things in their cities and stuff like this. Why? Because they're being forced to shut it off because there's no water. They have hydro dams to get electricity to the cities and stuff like this. Is not going to work. They're having the same problems in Europe right now. China, the United States now relying on China for everything. What do you think is going to happen when they fall? Same thing. Here is going to have the same issue. So as you watch what's going on over there, you just know same thing's going to happen over here. Now you may ask, what proof do we have of that? Well, look at what's going on in the lakes in the United States, especially on the west side. Lake Ontario, Mississippi River, Lake Mead, and stuff like this. Look at all these different situations. This is just an update video, letting you guys know what's going on. This is going to get so much worse. Why? Because it has to happen. Poor people. The Anunnaki, our people, they're going to rise to a level to where they're supposed to be at. They're going to go to where they're supposed to be at. You're going to start having also giants breaching into you. Nephilims, yes. Yes. And they're going to start tearing things down. And like I told you before, there is a reason to why they're putting in so much money into the military right now. Is because they know who and what's coming. And they know that they can't stop it, but they're going to try to fight to their last breath. And you're going to have these other beings that I have shown you guys on the internet, here, Rumble, YouTube. These other beings, these other extraterrestrial beings, they're going to come here into view where you can literally see them. You're going to be communicating with them. This is not a game in life, man. Some people still don't want to take this stuff seriously because they're clearly blind, or dumb, ignorant. They want to think everything's going to stay the same. I told you guys not to take that. You already know. You already know, VA, X, and now you see that whole situation is over and done with, right? They want to get people injected out here, right? You see that situation has ended. This is what happens, They can't even continue the scheme that they wanted to do because it's not going to be permitted. the higher ups are in control of all of this that's going on. And it's going to get worse. More of our people's going to awaken. And then they're going to start putting things in the ground also. This is not going to end well for these people. I'm not here putting up information for nothing. Because if that was the case, I wouldn't even be here. I'm simply here to inform you guys on what the hell is what. I don't know everything. Never claimed to know everything. But I know everything concerning what's going on, primarily with what's going on with our government and what they've been trying to do to our people and the relationship with our people and the people that's here with us. I know the vast majority of that. I will be coming back with other subjects concerning, different subjects and stuff like that. And I hope you guys are very aware of what's going on. You're seeing that there's a lot of animal deaths going on, 10,000 cows dead and stuff like this, and you're seeing more of that's going to keep on happening. All of the inorganic animals also, most of them are going to be dying off, and a lot of them are going to be turning on their masters as well, because it has to happen. So, it's what it is. It can't be changed, and as time goes forward, you're going to see a lot more of this stuff going on. Also, a lot of our food that's going to be evolving, a lot of our food is going to have way too much radiation in it. Not only is it going inside the size, but it's going to have way too much radiation in it. And when these people eat it, the food's actually going to start literally cooking and boiling the blood that's inside their bodies. And their body's not going to be able to take it. They're going to start dying from radiation sickness and radiation poisoning and stuff like this. Because of dark energy in the food and stuff like this. And it's going to start killing them. Everything that's around them is going to be trying to kill them. Everything. This is going to be good for us and really bad for them. Now I hope you see that karma is real. I hope you see that now. I told you that their karma is stacking up. And eventually, this karma is going to avalanche on top of that. I told you that. Look what's happening now. Them people in Asia running like crazy to get away from the sun. Running around in umbrellas and stuff like this, like that's going to stop. Trying to cool down in caves and shit like this. Like they're back in the Caucasus Mountains or something. If you're running from the sun, and the sun is killing you, and the Lord, or the higher power, is what created the sun to be elemental in the way that it is. If it's killing you, then maybe you don't belong here. Maybe the sun sees you as an enemy. So then nature sees you as an enemy. How interesting is that? So what do you think that means? Your time of judgment is now here, and you're going to get dealt with. That's what it means. A lot of you guys should have understood when you started seeing me up here. I wasn't kidding around. All this content, a lot of my content has awakened certain people too. I've had people let me know, they thanking me for this stuff. Yeah, man, I gotta push this stuff out. If I know something, I gotta say something. You can't keep this stuff to yourself. You gotta give it to the other ones that need it. Because this is a group effort among our people to fix the damage that has been caused by these inorganic people that's here with us. We have to fix what they've damaged. And also, some of our people are going to pay also. That's a fact. A lot of our people that are doing wrong, trying to destroy their own and doing all kind of nonsense and, trying to do their own wrong and killing their own and all kind of nonsense, holding all this hate in their heart for their own kind that hasn't done them anything, they're going to pay also. Mark my words, they're going to pay. They're going to pay big time. You ones that want to, keep doing the wrong thing, you don't want to make no sense, you're going to pay also. Judgment is being rendered right now. It's going to get way worse, I'm telling you. Be smart. Prepare before things get even worse. Because I'm giving you a guarantee. The world that you know today will be a very different world tomorrow. And when tomorrow comes, tomorrow's coming, I'm telling you. You're gonna really wish that you were researching and trying to find these messages and tried to do something about it. There's gonna be so much hunger and starvation, man. There's gonna be so many problems going on. But don't worry, for our people, y'all gonna be fine for the most part, because the other ones are gonna be bringing a lot with them as well to sustain you, to keep you alive and stuff like this. Big brothers are watching. Big sisters are watching. And they're not gonna just let you guys, just be destroyed like that. They're not gonna just allow that. They're looking out for you. This is why they're giving so many messages to those that are awakened and stuff like this. I wanted to make this video here today to inform you guys that I am around and I am seeing what's going on. And like I said before, up-and-coming apocalypse, this so-called calamity, this gigantic planetary event is literally right around the corner. Everything is going to get to its climactic point, and the oxygen is going to change. Yes, I said that the oxygen is going to change. What we're going to be breathing in is going to be different than what we're breathing in right now. The process of that is already starting. It's been started already. It's getting to that point now. You're already starting to see that the government, like places in Illinois, right? You saw Austin, Texas with that billboard talking about, don't call us the police, we've been disbanded, you're gonna have to deal with shit yourself. Well, look at Illinois now. They're talking about you're gonna have to deal with stuff yourself, and don't call the police and all this other stuff. These people basically want the purge to happen. You see that? Look at what they're talking about. They don't want no law, no structure, no order. That you got to deal with it yourself. The most they can do is give you a ticket, or give the person a ticket that's causing the problem in your neighborhood. That they're going to detain them and put them in for questioning, and then give them a court date, and then put them back on the street. So they can run around and create more problems, more chaos, more killings, more nonsense, more stealing, and all this other nonsense. The world's becoming lawless and more chaotic by the day. And you see all this other stuff being pushed, all this lawlessness that's getting pushed. And then alongside this, even more lawlessness is getting pushed, because these people want to create a purge-like situation. And that's going to start happening. It's already starting to happen in different states and stuff like this. And very soon you're going to start seeing what's happening everywhere else. This is just an update video before we start talking about other kinds of subjects and stuff like this. I know you guys really love that stuff, so I'm gonna push out more, and hopefully you guys enjoy it and take it all in, what's going on and whatnot. Yeah, this about covers everything that I wanted to say for now, dealing with this update video concerning what's going on. You're gonna see a lot more stuff going on, and a lot of the nature is already starting to communicate with some of they're going to see that the government's going to shut down nationwide. You won't even be able to, there won't be no more television that you can watch on the TV. There's not going to be no more of that. There's not going to be no more news, no more none of that. All of that is going away. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. The entire infrastructure is going to fall. Watch. Watch. I give you my word. This is not a game. Karma is at hand. So with that being said, thanks for watching. I appreciate your love and support and your patience, because I have a life other than YouTube. I'm always doing something. I'm always busy doing something, but You know, I know sometimes it takes me a while to make a video, but you know, I got other things to do. But on top of that, you know, I try to prioritize and make this a priority as well at times. I appreciate your time. And now that I made this video concerning the updates and stuff like this and what's going on, more content will be coming out on SIT. Appreciate the love and support, like I said before. And we got more content coming on the way. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay? So I'm going to get on up out of here. And yeah, I feel like this video had to be made concerning updates and stuff like that. You know, what's going on. Some people don't even know. Remember, guys, a lot of you guys have been watching this for a long time. It's not just you guys that's out there. There's others coming into this stuff and they don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. They're starting to see this stuff and they're getting afraid. If you are an elemental person, there's nothing to fear. Just stay out of trouble. Prepare. Be cognitive and aware. Activate your pineal gland. Your pineal gland. Yes, the gland. We talked about it. Look at my older videos. I was talking about meditation and stuff like this. Concerning this stuff. You know? I put this content out because I know the truth. And I gotta say something because you know what? It kind of makes you responsible for knowing the truth and then you don't want to put it out there. That's not good because nobody's going to learn nothing and we're going to stay in the same rut that we've always been in and nothing's going to change. Change must be established and the only way to do that is to spread knowledge amongst others that need the knowledge to progress further on a spiritual level. Does that make sense? Thanks for watching. This is your boy Serious and I'm out. Serious out.